Fish, my break pare. I with the luck.
All right, guys, we're back. And Ed went to take a little break, and he may or may not be back. Well, that was a nice shot.
Mm-hmm.
He was good good to put the cue ball there too,
He's
just in case that
he's
rattles.
banking this ball 2 rails. It's 12. Watch. No, never mind. He's not. Not enough angle because the cue ball will squirt out, leave him on the 10. This is a little touchy here because he can't hit this 11 or 2, and he might have to shoot this ball. Yeah, that's the shot. Yeah,
Looks like it's rolling in too. No.
that's a good shot. Now, if he shoots this ball here, he just got to make sure the cue ball goes up and hides him on that 10.
This cue ball's wandering.
Nah, he's good. He's good.
So we're gonna have Jimmy Mattia come and join us.
When?
In about 10 minutes. I can.
Where's he at?
I can give you a break, or you can sit with him for a half hour or so, and then you can take a break.
Anything, whatever you need me to do.
I'll give you a half hour with him. We'll see how I told him, look, don't get too heated. Less is more.
Yeah, he gets a little wound up. Jimmy does.
He's not a huge One Pocket fan, but we got a lot of people out there that love Jimmy Mattia. So
Yeah, he's a character. There's no doubt about it. I ran around his brother for quite a while up in Michigan.
he's a 4-time world champion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he played good for the money, for the big cash.
Did you ever play him?
No. I run around his brother, and his brother was staking me to play for a while up and around that Detroit area.
Mm-hmm.
So we never played because of that, kind of. I would have played him on the bar table, you know. Or back then my one pocket sucked, so I probably couldn't even play one pocket. But I'd have played him some on the bar table. Win or lose it, or wouldn't have cared. I played everybody else.
You know, about maybe 7 years ago, you helped me a lot. You told me one thing about playing on a bar table that has helped me ever since.
What's that?
Shorten my bridge.
Oh, yeah.
Play with a short bridge on a bar table.
The short bridge is pretty good on the big tables, too. Less room for error,
Yeah.
you know.
Actually, I started doing that too after I got into 3-cushion billiards.
Mm.
Well, the balls have opened up now.
Yeah, but this is going to be a long...
It's gonna go up table again.
They're going to keep going back down the rail down here, and they're going to keep moving, shooting the
Well,
balls.
something might peek out.
Nope.
You might see this turn around.
They will not shoot one ball toward their hole until they're all past the side pocket. Watch. No way. There's not going to be no shots. There's not going to be no shots.
Yeah, you took one. You didn't have a rail.
What's the dispute? They're talking. I can't hear it, but you guys can. What are they talking about, Geraldine?
I don't think it was anything. I think he didn't want him putting the chalk upside down where it was getting dust. Because you know how these pros are, you know.
Could you please not put that?
Yeah, don't put the chalk upside down. Where's your etiquette? You know how they are.
You think Django might have given him the 1,000-yard stare on that one?
It's funny, these guys, you know.
He's trying to see if that is that the 4 ball. Bank the 4 ball. Wait.
And they're shooting there. All these balls are going down table, I'm telling you. He's going to move another one. It's just going to be forever. This game's going to take an hour.
Everybody will get their money's worth.
This is the part of the game I don't like. You know what I mean? And I love one pocket, but this is the part of the game I don't like. Because you wait and see. There's 3 6 balls. These balls will be gone shortly.
Well, let me ask you a question. If you're putting balls up table, is there a general strategy that you're aware of in where to put the balls up table?
There
Or you-
is where
or
it
you-
gets
or
down
you
to
ju-
lesser balls.
Or are you just mainly thinking about, okay, put the ball up table and don't leave them a bank?
Well, with this many balls, that's kind of the idea. But when there's, like, say, 4, 5, 6 balls, then there's a strategy of where to put them, where to leave them.
Past the kitchen line.
Yeah, or
So
different.
that you can take away, take away
You
a
know,
bank
like
from
say
yourself.
if you have this bottom right hole here, it's always good to have a ball by that chalk. We always get the 2-railer option. You know,
Okay.
there's just certain little things like that.
A lot of nuances to this
Yeah.
game.
Nice shot, Tony.
I told you they weren't all going up table. I should have bet you $1.
Hey, but that shot there, he's lucky. Look at the, he's damn lucky he made it, because that could have cost him a lot of balls there. Because the 9 ball goes.
I don't think the 9 ball does go.
It goes back. It goes in this hole here, right?
He's shooting at the 8.
Well, and he hit it pretty nice.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, Boostie's in trouble.
You know what? I believe this 11 straight in, or not, or whatever this ball here is, Daniel. Look, he might just roll this ball, just roll it in.
You think?
If he can hit it, if it goes, he's shooting it, and he can.
And then hopefully bank the 8 if he makes it.
Yeah.
And Ed's back. And when Jimmy comes in, I'm going to put him with Ed. You can take a break.
All right.
And then when you come back, then maybe I'll
Got it.
see how Ed is. Maybe I might give Ed the day off. Who knows?
This is going to have to be my last game.
Okay, that's good. That's what I wanted to hear. Thank you.
I showed you the text I got. I did. That's what I said. Still, that's good. Everybody's good. I see what's happening, nothing, right?
Well, this is Tony's pocket over here, and this is Boosty over here, and this is going to be another long game because they're going all down table, I believe. Well, Daniel, there was 6 balls, now there's 3. He's going to put him on down there by the 8. Just like
That's a
that.
good shot.
Yep.
Real good shot.
Yep. Yep. Hit it good. What's up,
My
Jimmy?
man, Jimmy. Come on back here. Here's a good kid.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
And a hell of a player years ago.
The good kid that Ed is talking about is a four-time world champion, the Pete Rose of pool himself, Jimmy Mattia. And he's going to come and join Ed for a few minutes, maybe this last game. And then Ed's going to sign off for the day. Ed, it's been really an honor to have you here.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
enjoyed it.
So we're bringing in Jimmy now. Once again, the four-time world champion, Pete Rose of pool. The original Pretty Boy Floyd, Jimmy Mattia. Thank you, guys.
He made the most impressive shot on me.
Hello, Mr. Kelly.
Hello, mister.
Well, this is a privilege for me, I must say, to be here in the booth with Hall of Famer Ed Kelly. One of the greatest all-around players that I ever saw, and that's on the square. I'm not lying now.
Well,
You know how pool players like to lie a little bit.
only a little bit.
But back in the day, when people ask me about playing all-around pool, playing straight pool, 9-ball, one pocket, who was the best all-around players that I ever saw? Well, Ed Kelly was one of the first ones that comes to my mind. And I've seen a lot of great all-around players. Boston Shorty, Harold Wurst,
Harold Wurst, for
oh,
sure.
yeah. Well, you were there. Anyway, Ed, what is the score right now?
The score is 2-0 in this game.
2-0 in this game, and Bustamante has a 10-7 lead.
Yeah, in games.
Now, this is a race to 21 from
A
what
race to 21, but they play 7 games, a race to 7 each night. So they're playing 3 nights.
I see. Okay. Now, you being a one-pocket finessee, which I never was. I mean, I grew up in a town where one pocket wasn't really a
No, you played
popular
9-ball and straight pool.
9-ball, straight pool, 8-ball. And one pocket was just never popular in my hometown.
Did they play 8-ball when you were 16? No, they didn't play 8-ball, did they?
Well, no, 8-ball wasn't a big game back then. That was
They
just
played that in the boys' club.
that was a game, that amateur players played in a bar. And
Yeah, we're sharking them.
but today 8-ball has become
Oh, yeah.
a good game, and I think 8-ball really, if you're playing by the right rules, when you got good players playing 8-ball,
Hey,
I
you
think
learn how
it's
to
an
play it.
exciting game to play.
You got to learn how to play it.
Well, with the rules they have today, I don't agree with the rules they play by today, but 8-ball was a very good game. Now, I got to ask you, Ed, being the one-pocket finessee that you always have been, who do you really like in this match before it started?
Well, I can give you a little bit of an analysis. I believe that, what's his name, CHOHAN? I believe that he knows a little more of one pocket than Bustamante, but Bustamante shoots better.
Right.
So, in my opinion, anytime it's close, the shooter wins.
CHOHAN has the experience, but Bustamante has the bullets in his gun.
He just has so much ability. It's a joke.
Yeah, he's an incredible player. Well, have you ever seen a Filipino player that
No.
wasn't incredible?
No, I haven't.
mean, it's amazing. I've often said, and I'll say it again, does anybody in the Philippines have a job? Or do they just play pool?
I don't know. I heard that Pacquiao was a good 9-ball player. For sure he can box.
I've heard the same thing, that he plays good pool.
Now he's a senator or a congressman
Unbelievable.
in Manila.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, we're sharking him. Anyway, thanks for that little introduction on me, and I want to tell people that you made, as far as I'm concerned, the most impressive shot on me. Nobody would agree with this if they saw it, but they don't know what I know.
Yeah.
Playing straight pool in L.A. in the all-around, you were dead straight, corner to corner, and you were in the hole, and you roll the ball in straight in.
Well, you know, that's what suckers in a bar do. They were just roll a ball.
No,
So-
you made it perfect. And after, a couple hours after the match, you said, "How'd you like that 5-ball I rolled?" I said, "I didn't like it."
Yeah, well, meanwhile, the final story, ladies and gentlemen, we were playing for the World's All-Around Championship in Los Angeles in 1971.
That's exactly
And
right.
I fell victim to yours truly, Ed Kelly, and he certainly was deserving to win. He was the best all-around player in the world at that time, in my opinion. And you know who I never was a one-pocket player, but there was two guys back in my day in the early 60s and the early 70s. There was two guys, when you talked about one-pocket, who came to your mind? Well, Ed Kelly and our longtime good friend Ronnie Allen.
All right.
God rest his soul.
But we
But
forget.
you and Ronnie were.
But we forget to mention.
Pardon?
We forget to mention a guy who probably beat us both, but didn't play as good a one pocket as either one of us, and that was Eddie Taylor, and that's because of the banks.
Yeah, Eddie Taylor.
See, I'd move out and I'd leave him a bank that no sane person would take, and he would take it and run out.
Yep. The Knoxville Bear we're talking about,
Yes.
Eddie Taylor. What about Harold Worst? Did you ever play against Harold Worst?
Yeah, he played me 150 to 125 straight pool.
Uh-huh.
He beat me 2 games, and I was empty. I only had 2 barrels, so I couldn't play anymore.
An amazing.
But I took the poker player Amarola Slim, and we played partners against Harold Worst, playing 3 cushion. Harold Worst and a champion of collegiate champion, and we busted him.
Well, I know you played real good 3-cushion billiards too. I know you didn't play a whole lot of it.
No.
But I know you were a pretty
I
decent
was
3-cushion
I was
billiards.
about an 850, somewhere around there. I could play good for a pool player. I couldn't play with a billiard player. How you been, man?
I've been pretty good. You're looking good as usual.
I just took off a zillion pounds. I'm taking off more. I want to get down to 150.
150. What do you think of going back in the ring again, Eddie? You gotta
Yeah.
forget about it, Mike.
Ring. The ring.
I know you want to get into that
Yeah.
martial arts fighting
Right.
and all
Oh,
that,
yeah.
but Eddie,
UFC.
you gotta hang it up. You gotta
The
hang it up.
UFC. He only made $4 billion. They sold it. You know, they just sold it.
Yeah.
The Fertitta brothers, $4 billion.
Wow.
They
It's-
bought it for $9 million or $8 million.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, the people love it. I mean, anything that's violent, well, then people love it. Now, what's your professional analysis of how you think Bustamante actually plays this game in one pocket?
He don't know.
He doesn't. It doesn't.
He don't know the way, the moves. He just he executes so good.
Yeah, he's a machine.
Yeah.
An execution.
It's like I tell people, there might be an A, B, and C, sometimes a C move. A guy like Ronnie Allen will always see the A move. A guy like Efren might not see the A move, he might see the B move, but he'll execute it so good it looks like an A minus. Ronnie will see the A move and execute it so bad it looked like an F.
Now, in your estimation, throughout the many years ago, how many times do you think you played Ronnie Allen one pocket?
Well, I used to play him the all-around a lot.
Pardon?
I used to play him the all-around a lot of times.
The all-around, I don't think he had no chance with you in an
No,
all-around.
because I had the best of 2 games.
Yeah.
9-ball straight pool.
Right.
Lenny Moore staked him against me about 5 times. He never won.
But you have to agree he was a great one-pocket player.
Oh, at one time he was the best. I learned a lot. I took 4 road trips with him.
I remember you guys used to hang out quite a bit.
Yeah. It's tough to count money with.
What's the shot here, Ed?
Hmm?
What's the shot here?
I didn't even see that shot. I really didn't.
That shot was way beyond me. I'm not a one-pocket player.
It was beyond
but,
me.
That was beyond me there. He has sold the farm.
Well, Bustamante's got to shoot at a white flag because of the score. The score is the whole thing. Got to play for the 1.
I thought he sold out the farm because I'm looking at the wrong end of the table. I thought he.
Right. He got perfect. And
I
he
have to
just
get
didn't
my
make the
bearings
flag.
straight here. We are on opposite ends here, looking at the camera.
I don't like this shot.
He does.
Well, if he makes it, because
Very nice.
Bustamante would have cut that ball in.
Very nice bank shot there.
He got lucky there.
I'll be honest with you, I have heard the name Tony CHOHAN quite a few times. This is the first time I ever saw him. I've never seen him before.
Chohan?
Yeah, I never saw this guy before. I've heard his name.
I've never even heard of him.
Well, I've heard of him.
He
From
seems
what I
like a pretty
understand,
nice
he's
kid.
from Michigan, right? Is he from Michigan?
I heard he was from California.
He was
Sacramento.
originally from Sacramento, and now he lives in Detroit?
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of Detroit, Kelly, was you ever at the Rack and Q in Detroit?
I was at the Rack and Q, but long after there was action. Me and Billy were on the road.
Long
for a
after
while.
there was always action at the
Yeah,
Rack and Q.
there was no action when I was there with Billy.
Toughest pool room there ever was. The Rack and Q.
I know that there was never any gambling to that extent that they did there anywhere in the world.
It was an amazing place. Action went on there at the Rack and Q. I don't know, geez, I would say 30 years. And they didn't care who you was or where you came from or
Probably more than
what you
30
wanted
years.
to play. They will find you a game, and you
Yeah.
can bet whatever you want to bet.
Probably more than 30 years.
Yeah.
30 years since I had a drink.
Hmm?
It's 30 years since I had a drop of alcohol.
Yeah, I'm amazed at that. I commend you for your willpower.
29,
And not only that, how
29
many
years.
years has it been since you've had a cigarette?
29.
29. So you're 29 on the cigarettes, 30 on the pool.
Yeah.
I mean the booze.
I had this made when I was 10 years clean and sober. I had this made. Then I had 15 years later, I had 15 diamonds put in it.
Wow, that's a nice necklace there.
Yeah.
Okay, I better walk you out into the parking lot wearing a necklace like that. I might rob you myself.
Listen, I'm tickled to death to see you. I showed you the text I got, right?
Pardon me?
I showed you the text that I got here.
The text that...
Text on my phone.
You know, I'm just learning how to text.
Me too. Me too.
Can you believe that?
I got to show you this. You spy thought I showed, especially you. I got to figure out how to turn it on.
Bustamante had here 10 games to 7, but he's down 6-0 in
Read
this
from the
frame.
top. That's the text I got, and that's the answer I gave him. But read the text and who it's from.
Oh, great job, Ed. Good hearing your voice. This is Larry Schwartz. Boy, there's a guy that's a blast from the past, and he's still around. Larry Schwartz. He teaches pool at Northwestern University. But anyway, it said, great job, Ed. Good hearing your voice. This is Larry Schwartz. Thank you, Larry. I knew somebody had to be listening that I knew. Good to hear from you. I just talked to Larry Schwartz just recently, a couple hours ago, and one of my all-time good friends, Larry. And he admires you very much, naturally.
He's a good kid. I like Larry. I always did like Larry.
Good kid and a good player, too. I'm going to tell you what.
Oh, I know he's good.
He's been around pool around Chicago there with guys like Bugs Rucker and naturally Freddie
He
the Beard.
became a good player years later.
Yeah.
He became a better player. He learned. He kept learning.
I like
Look at
this
this
two-rail shot. This is a nice shot. Very nice shot.
Oh, me, this is.
Yeah, that's the first time I've seen Tony Chohan. Boy, he's a big guy. This guy,
Very big.
You might be fighting him one day in the MMA. I don't know. You got to
No.
get yourself in shape.
Yeah, right.
This guy here, I mean,
I'm older than everybody in the joint.
Now, you retired from pool in what year, Eddie? I'm gonna guess and say 1975.
I retired when we played that tournament, 71.
71.
I played one tournament after that. Well, aside from the IPT, before
Well,
we
I know
went to
you were in the
jail.
Stardust in 1972.
Yeah, but I was living here. That's the only reason I was in it.
Yeah.
I didn't beat anybody. And I went up and won that one pocket in Reno
How long have you been living in Las Vegas?
since 65.
Since 65.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, first
That's
year
amazing.
I came, I won the 9-ball, 65.
Do you remember when we dealt blackjack together at Slots of Fun?
Lots of fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, back in the 1973, if you was to come into a place called Slots of Fun,
We had 421
and you
tables.
were looking for a pool game, well, let me tell you something.
You
On
got
one
played.
blackjack table, we had Ed Kelly, and on the other blackjack table was myself. And if you were looking for a pool game, you came to the wrong place. Slots of Fun, which is right next to Circus, and it's still there.
Yeah, but it's a lot bigger.
Yeah, well, I can still hear the bells and the buzzers going off. I mean,
I don't know if you remember the story you told me, because we had to call out change 20 in those days.
yeah, change 20. That was big money at Slots of Fun.
And you told me that you were asleep in your bed in your house, and the window was open, and a fire engine truck came by. And
I thought somebody
you
hit a
jumped up-
jackpot.
and you jumped up and said, "Change 20."
Those were good days back then, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it was good days. We were all young.
Yeah.
Of course, you're still young. You know how old I am?
I would say for a guy that's 55, you look fantastic.
You're funny.
I mean, seriously.
Funny. Funny. I'm creeping up on Danny DiLiberto.
That's something that I was thinking about the other day.
He's 80,
How old is he?
81 he is.
He's 81.
And you know what he told me? We're on the air, okay? But anyway, he told me he still does things. I'm 78. I don't even think about it. I'm 78.
Well, you look great at 78. I hope I can even make it to be 78.
I never thought I'd make 50. My father died 53, had 5 heart attacks.
Wow.
And I got the genetic gene from him as far as drinking. So I figured I'd get the same thing with the heart disease.
Well, let's face it, pool players drink, pool players smoke, and for you to go, say,
And a
30
few other
years
things.
with no smoking and no drinking, that's just kind of off the charts.
Well, I wanted to keep living, you know. I wouldn't be around if I didn't quit. Either one of them, especially the drinking. I would have been dead. Someone would have shot me, or I'd have shot myself.
We got some cat and mouse going on here, Eddie. It's 6-0 CHOHAN in this frame. He trails Bustamante 10-7.
You know,
They had a wedge up
I
table
didn't-
for a while.
I didn't like that shot he laid down.
Now, let me ask you a question, Eddie.
Yeah.
In your prime, when you were playing the best one pocket of your life, how do you think you would have done against Tony CHOHAN or Francisco Bustamante? What kind of a match do you think that would have been?
Well, I could easily give him a ball.
You could easily give him a ball.
Yeah.
Wow, I commend you.
Because they never beat me to the shot. And in those days, I ran out.
Yeah, I'd say you ran out pretty good.
And I'll tell you something else. I went down to Hard Times several years back and watched Efren give Ronnie Allen 9-8 in the break, or 10-8 in the break or something. And everybody's coming up to me and saying, look at this guy plays so good, giving Ronnie Allen. I says, but that's not the same Ronnie Allen.
No, it's not the same, Ronnie.
20 years prior, I said, Ronnie's going to outmove him to the shot. He's going to move him to the shot, but he can't do anything with it. He runs 2 and misses, and the other guy runs out.
Yeah.
I said, if Ronnie was playing, Ronnie'd give him that game.
When age sneaks up on you, this game gets a little bit difficult.
I think everything sneaks up on you, except maybe chess.
Yeah, chess, they say that's the only game there is where there's no luck. Chess.
Yeah, and you don't have to be in shape either.
That's right. You're getting pretty weak if you can't move the pieces.
You don't
Okay.
have to be in stroke. How's your brother? I haven't seen him.
My
in a
brother's
while.
still in the meat business, and every once in a while he makes his entrance into a pool room and loses his money and goes home. You know, he's the smartest guy in the world. You can't tell him anything.
No.
Do you believe that
You
he would
tell me about it.
he would actually, at times, tell me how to shoot a certain shot? I mean, obviously he knows the game of pool better than I did.
He's
So,
funny. He's funny.
yeah.
You know, because he used to come in. I used to work in the Hilton. He used to come in here all the time.
Oh yeah, I know.
He was a regular then.
Now, how long has it been since you retired from the Hilton? Been about a year and a
Oh,
half,
it's more than that.
a couple years?
A lot more than that. Yeah, a couple of years easy.
Well, I remember when we were working at the Slots of Fun.
Me too.
Finally, you got a break and you went to work at the MGM Grand. I got a break and I went to work at the Tropicana.
I went inside first. I went inside the circus.
Oh, you worked in the circus and then to the MGM?
Right.
Oh, okay.
a guy I knew was on the floor there, and he had some juice, and he was from Pittsburgh, and he got me the job in there.
Back then, you had to have juice to get a good job, that's for sure.
That's how I got into MGM.
Yeah, well, that's how I got in the Tropicana.
I went to Yale Cohen.
Huh?
He says, "Oh, I speak to Moriega every day." Moriega's a casino manager. The day after that, Moriega's secretary called me and said, "Mr. Kelly, consider yourself hired." That's how the juice was in those days.
And that was beautiful news.
Tell me about it. But we didn't make as much as a lot of people thought. It was a great crap job, but it wasn't that much. $21.75 a day totes.
Well, the thing back then, you didn't have to pay any taxes
Right.
on your tips. You know, I mean, you took the tips home every night. You were never broke for more than a day.
Yeah, you got an
You know,
envelope.
you always got your envelope with your tips the next day, and it was a lot of fun back then. Things have changed so
A lot
much
more
now.
than it is now. Corporations took over.
Yeah, it's all corporate now, and the days of the mob is gone.
Oh, I'm sure they still got a little piece somewhere.
Huh?
I would imagine they got a little piece somewhere.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, somewhere.
I know they can still put people to work if they want.
Well, Bustamante has tightened this game up,
Yes,
Betty.
he
It's
has.
6-5. He was down 6-0. Got a 6-5 ball
6
game
to 5
now.
is like evil.
Who's asking if you hit around? If you hit around.
Got a text.
I just got a text from Mary Kenniston, and she said to say hello to that pirate with you in the booth.
Wonder
So,
who she means
a
by
special
that.
hello to Mary Kenniston, and what a terrific player she was back in the day. I understand she's been a little bit sick lately, and I'm rooting for you, Mary. Hang in there.
Hello, Mary. How you doing?
Yeah, Mary Kenniston. Boy, there's a blast from the past in the women's division.
Tell me about it.
Played very good, she did. Used to have the pool room here in Las Vegas over there.
Qtopia.
Qtopia. Okay.
Her and Freddie.
Her and Freddie, yep. What a place.
But I knew her long before she was with Freddie.
Well, she came from the East Coast. You came from originally Connecticut, I believe.
You got it perfect.
And let me guess the town, Waterbury?
Yep.
Okay.
How do you remember that?
Well, listen, you know, I am an authority on pool, okay? Because I got the opportunity to watch all you people back when I was just a baby.
Most people think I'm from Baltimore.
Well, you lived in Baltimore.
6 years. Yeah.
I always used to think, well, Kelly's from Baltimore, and then somebody said, no, it's Connecticut. But anyway, a special hello out there to Mary Kenniston.
Yeah.
She's listening to all the lies that we're telling.
I think Mary's living in Florida, I believe.
Yes, she is. She's in Florida, and I talked to her a couple of months or so ago. I was going to try to bite her, but she wasn't going for it. She's too smart. Wow,
Look at this shot.
Yeah, look at that shot. Eyes of an eagle there. Very nice.
He's on the hill now. CHOHAN. I don't know if it's CHOHAN or CHOHAN. I think Freddie's living in Florida too.
Nice shot, but there's the kiss.
He, wasn't going to get there anyway.
Would have been close, though.
Yeah. Well, he got it in a pretty good spot. He can't bank it.
He can't bank this ball.
Might bank it 5 rails.
He can't bank this ball.
I didn't think he could bank it.
You got to wake up, Ed. I'm a one-pocket finesse. I will try to teach you the game, my
I
friend.
thought the side pocket was in the way.
We got a 7-6 ball game here now. Tony Chohan needs 1 ball. Francisco the other 2. Wow, he was flirting with danger there.
Boy,
look
was
at this
he
shot.
ever.
Look at this shot. Wow, beautiful shot. Dangerous
He
shot.
executes so good, this kid. He's
yeah.
got such a touch.
Francisco Bustamante, I call him the Elvis Presley of the Philippines. Nice looking guy.
He's a good kid, too.
Yeah, nice gentleman. Always got along to one. Look at this shot. Nice shot. All right. I'm learning things here.
I got it.
Playing some cat and mouse
Did you
right
see
now.
It came up here, Facebook. You got a message.
Oh, that's no big deal.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me know.
Anyway, I'm still hot at you about the all-around that you beat me in 1971 in Los Angeles with Freddie Whalen and Arnie Satin at the helm.
No,
That was a great
Arnie
tournament back
Satin
then.
wasn't there.
You were there.
Arnie Satin wasn't there.
Yeah, he was.
No,
Arnie Satin, Freddie Whalen.
It was Freddie Whalen, and who helped him was Jimmy Moore.
Jimmy Moore.
Jimmy Moore was tight with
The
Freddie.
Cowboy. We're talking about the Cowboy
Yeah.
now.
He could do more with a cue ball with less effort than anybody I ever knew.
Fantastic player, Cowboy Jimmy Moore.
Yes, he was.
It's amazing that he actually had never won the world title. He came in runner-up, I don't know how many times, maybe against Moscone or...
Well, he came runner-up in
But he never won the
the
world
New
title.
York tournament.
Yeah. And I'll tell you something else about some of the people that they put in the Hall of Fame over the years. I never could understand myself. And you know yourself what a great all-around player this guy was. I always thought he deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. And that's Jersey Red.
I agree. I
Jack
agree.
Bright.
I
Jersey
agree.
Red was, and what a character he was. I don't think anybody loved pool more than Jersey Red.
He loved
and
it.
his wife, Dottie, okay?
Well,
she
I
sweated
knew him
more
long
games.
before he
than-
knew Dottie.
She sweated more games than anybody I ever saw.
Kicked it.
Wow, nice shot here. Look out for this shot. Close and almost. Nice shot, Francisco. Beautiful shot.
Close and almost.
Let me tell you something. This is no bargain here.
Well, first.
Yeah, that's a big deal. He
Here
leaves
comes the cross-corner bank
Yeah.
again. Francisco has
Well,
been
I don't know.
banking balls amazing.
This is a little bit different. This is too close to the rail.
Not when you're from the Philippines.
That's
Okay?
that's true. I will not argue with that.
Well, you know he's going to shoot it. You know that.
I don't think so.
You don't think he'll
No,
shoot it?
I think he'll go 2 rails and put the ball over by this side pocket.
I
That's
don't
the
know.
shot.
I know this one pocket pretty good, okay, pal? I say get up. I would fire it. I used to play people one pocket in Detroit for money, and a guy, I'd have a partner, and he said, you know, if I had a break shot, like in straight pool, and I was all the way down table, I'm going to shoot that ball. And the guy said, man, you can't shoot those kind of shots.
Look at what he did.
I said, hey, it's a ball, it's a pocket, let me shoot.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a ball up there.
Yeah. Stuck in the corner.
I would have fired that ball across corners.
Well, why? You need them both. That was a right shot.
I'll worry about the next shot when I get to it. Okay?
Look at this. This is it.
Look at this. Beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, that's just magic there.
They
That's-
execute so good. And these are not wide pockets. These are small pockets.
Yeah,
But
these
it's-
pockets
but
are
it's-
pretty tight.
It's good cloth. It's Simona's cloth. You know,
Yeah.
you get a little slide.
Yeah.
Well, I got to go.
Yeah, no?
Yeah. Jimmy, it was a pleasure seeing you.
Yeah, my
I'm
pleasure, Eddie.
serious.
My
You
pleasure.
know.
Anytime I can spend time with Hall of Famers, hey, that's a thrill for me.
I'm going to start coming around in the daytime or something and do a few drills.
All right, guys, we're back. We are back. And I'm trying to get Joe Tucker's attention. You guys know Joe Tucker? Well, if you don't know Joe Tucker, you will. Looks like Tony put on a good break. He's just kicking nice and slow. You can take your time if you want first. I'm gonna get Joe Tucker over here.
Oh, okay.
Tucker, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. Joe. Hey, Joe. Tucker is on his way over here. He's gonna come and sweat this a little bit with me, and then we're gonna. Hey, Joe.
What's up, buddy?
I'm good, man. Hey, it was a nice surprise to see you come in and visit us here at our little event.
Yeah, it wasn't planned, and I'm glad I got the opportunity to come over. And Bustamante's always been an idol of mine, and Tony's a genius at one pocket, so this is a fantastic setup you guys have. And you've been really putting the miles on the last couple of months. POV.
Oh, I
can't
know, the
believe
whole-
how many streams you're doing and different spots you're going.
The West Coast swing. I mean, I can't even believe I'm in one piece today.
You guys are doing a fantastic job.
Thank you. Well, it takes a village. Everybody chips in and does their part, and that's what makes it great. That's what we want. Bring the pool world together, and just showcase some great talent. Now, just to keep you up to speed here, it's 10 games to 8 Boosty. Oh my gosh, what a great shot! I was just gonna tell you, Tony put on a good break against Boosty, and look what he's doing. Boosty draws first blood. What a shot that was. Let's see this cue ball too.
He totally caught me off guard with that one.
Yeah, same
And
here.
I was just sitting down and I'm like trying to look at it. That one hurt a little bit.
Well, Tony's going to get off cheap here because Francisco, he didn't mean to come into the... He didn't mean to collide with that. That's a 4 ball. Yeah.
That last game was pretty interesting. I was sitting down at...
Oh,
it was
the
first
wedge.
game.
The wedge in the corner.
I couldn't believe Tony let him back in that game. But I was just talking to Tony outside a little bit. And, he was a little bit hot about it. He said, but he really doesn't want to be too passive. He doesn't want to be too passive because he doesn't want Bustamante kind of getting in stroke like all on offense, so he's trying to mix it up a little bit. I really love to talk to these guys like on breaks like that when they're right into the zone of how they're thinking. Just having a conversation. They're 2-3 levels.
Actually, we just came back from intermission, and I saw you talking to Tony. Was it regarding this match at all?
Yeah.
What was he saying?
Yeah.
If that's okay.
No, he
If it
was
a private conversation. I
No,
understand.
not private at all. He just told me his thought process. He knows he had the last game locked up, but he doesn't want to play totally passive and just grind it out with Bustamante doing 100% offense. He likes his chances when all the balls are up table. He knows Bustamante how dangerous he is when all the balls are in play. He figures that's when Bustamante definitely has his best chance of winning any game.
Uh-oh, look at this. Boosty's plan backfired on him. He wanted to bring cue ball back down table and give another scratch. But now look, Tony's got open table, but there's a lot of traffic down there.
Yeah, I'm looking for
Let's take a look.
I'm
Let's
looking
take a
for
look
the
at
shot.
opening. I don't know if the 12 goes under the 8. I don't think he can slide a cue ball in there anywhere. He's got too much traffic.
This is a great and terrible position to be in.
Great and terrible.
There's only 50 shots he's looking at right now.
I mean, but what do? Do you put more balls over there? I mean, you don't want to do that, do you?
There's too many shots for me to predict what he's going to do here.
Right next to the 8 ball, you got this 13. I think that's the one he wants to focus on. He wants to somehow combinate that ball to his hole.
See, I thought he was going to put the cue ball on the other side of the 9.
Oh.
Not a problem.
He found the shot. We didn't see it, but he found it.
Oh, no, thanks.
He found the shot.
Well, I didn't see that shot. I'm gonna have to. He shot the 5 into the 12.
Yeah, there's a lot of congestion here, so it was real easy for him to make that mistake that he just did.
He's banking. he owed a ball.
Okay.
So it's one apiece. Yeah, he's paying his ball up.
You're right on point, as usual.
Oh, I don't want to say as usual.
Yeah, you stay focused for a long time, bro.
I readily admit that scoring one pocket has been my biggest weakness.
It's not easy. You're doing
over the
everything.
years.
You're only doing 10 different things at one time. You're doing good.
It's tough. It's tough. Oh, what do you think?
I don't know. See, that's what's the problem with me doing the commentary. I think slow. You know, Robert goes right to the shot.
Really?
Robert sees the shot. Yeah, I think slow.
You think he would? You think he would try to kick and stick, or just go ahead, shoot the 11, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's going in.
He's confident. He's confident in making these banks.
Well, from the little bit that I watched yesterday, and a little bit, he's definitely confident.
The bank's champion. Why not? He wanted a cue ball to slide up a little higher. No, don't cut the 8, sir. You only get so many lifelines. No. That was effective.
Yeah, there was a big change here. I mean, Tony's pocket was just a parking lot 5 minutes ago. Now the game's been neutralized.
He's just going to fan this ball and take him upstairs. He needs to be on the rail. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
It's so important when you're going up like that. You don't want your opponent digging in, getting a chance to dig in at all.
No, and it pays off. I mean, if you just keep doing it and doing it, you're forcing mistakes constantly. I don't get to play a lot, but, you know, we're always trying to freeze the guy to the rail, right? But when I do it, I kind of don't, I rush back to the chair. A lot of people stand there and they're like showing so much effort, like I really, really want to freeze it. I try to ignore it and just let it work on my opponent.
Take a look. He's looking at this damn 6-3. Look. He's looking at this right here.
I bet you $1 shoot
No bet.
Bobby's betting $1 on me again.
He's just going to use top fingers, kind of hit the 11, open all the balls out, and run the 5-6 ball. Ball damn near hanging.
Well, if he does it, I believe he's got to do it at warp speed. You know.
He's going to hit. He just hits the ball straight in the face and goes. He's kind of cutting it a little bit, you know.
Yeah, there's a little space in there, but he's got to fire it. He's not shooting. Yeah.
That went in so fast.
Yeah, he had to fire at it.
That went in so fast.
I would have went forward with the cue ball a little bit. What he's doing down over there.
I would have, yeah. Bobby just said that he would have.
Like forward, the cue ball hit like an inch or two. And then draw back behind the ball.
Four ball. That's what he's looking at. Uh-oh. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt.
I don't know what's going on.
I mean, he shot this at warp speed. You know. Warp speed.
That's the kind of shot that I saw a lot yesterday. Am I right? Or wrong for when I was watching? All of a sudden.
Oh, did you watch the
I
pay-per-view
watched-
yesterday?
Yeah, you know, I
For a
was
little bit?
checking in, and as soon as I get in there, I got on. And the parts that I caught were quite shocking. You know, I couldn't believe.
Yeah, it was weird. There were some swings, and they were going either both players' way. You know, Boosty was up 6-3 in 2 games, and then he lost those games.
Yeah.
In 2 different games. Tony could run the game out here.
We're going
He's probably going to, actually. He'll probably bump the one away here. Perfect. You don't want to be. He's not as jacked up as it looks. Yeah, he's got a little bit of leeway here. Float down for the 11. What is going on?
Give me a couple more shots, brother. I'll get it out one of these times.
On the last rack, I was sitting right behind the table, that kind of close, and 2 balls skidded. The 3 ball was really bad on Tony. He had a simple cross corner under the stack, and the 3 ball skidded. And I seen another one stick. It's not. They're just sticking a little bit.
Jimmy's wearing a hat like he's from France. So him walking with that beret on, you know, like a beret.
What do you do here? He could be in trouble.
Well, here, I just turned around and I asked Robert.
How close is the 11 to the rail? Oh, yes. He could just like roll up behind it, maybe? He's going to knock both these balls out of the way.
No, he's going to sacrifice a ball. I think it's 6-3 now. You're all right.
It adds up.
I'm ready.
I'm going to go confirm the ball count.
That's right, there's 6 balls on the table.
All right, now get in here and lead me around. Tell me what to do.
I love this American rotation game they're playing here. Is that what they're playing?
Not yet. I was talking to Tony earlier.
What do you need, bud?
I was talking to Tony out there on the break, you know, trying to explain that last game, how they let Bustamante in the game. 'Cause we couldn't believe that. You know, he said he didn't want to be, he knows he could win being totally passive, you know, but he didn't want Bustamante being 100% on the offense and himself doing nothing. You know, he says, I know it's the wrong move, but I feel like I want to shoot, stay in stroke, and I still feel like I'm going to win the game, even though it's the wrong move. So he's doing the wrong thing for the right reason. You know?
I guess.
He's staying in stroke, you know, Tony, he's a shooter. You know, he wants to stay in stroke. He doesn't want Bustamante doing all the shooting. Because I was shocked. You know, he was up like 6-0. I believe in that last game. And I didn't give Bustamante a chance, and all of a sudden he scored 6-5. All right, what do you see, Coach?
Well, I think depending on where he's at, he could hit this. He could bank this too with a little inside and crawl down the rail. Nope. I'll show you a couple of shots that come up that they are not shooting. That's kind of.
Yeah, we missed out on the last rack. You were telling me one of them.
But you know, everybody's comfortable with their own type of shots. You know what I mean? So.
Tony's pretty comfortable with that type of shot. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Well, see, he can shoot this 9, float right in between that gap and come down there. You know what I mean? It's not a sellout. I think it's kind of hard to see on the monitor. It just looks different on the table.
Well, I agree with you.
You know, it
Since
really
I
is.
sat down, when I was over there, I was sitting by the table. It's 100 times easier. I sit down here and I can't
I'm
see
telling
what
you,
to do.
it's hard doing this
Yeah,
from
it
here.
is.
Because, you know, like I said before, like a millimeter either way on the shot changes the whole shot around.
Yeah, when I was sitting over there, it was 10 times easier.
Oh, yeah, it's not even close. It's not even, this is, see, that was like, what, who just did that? Who just shot that ball?
Bustamante.
What is he doing?
That was the shot you called.
He drew his ball.
Drew his.
He should have floated down. I mean,
Yeah. No, I thought your shot was available.
well, maybe, you know, in
He was trying to steal the whole game at one shot.
Man, I tell you, they've been doing some crazy stuff.
And we're going to 14 today, is that correct?
Yep.
What are these guys playing for? I forget.
I don't know.
15K in the middle. I mean, 30K in the middle.
30K in the middle. Well, I was only watching Boosty yesterday on the stream. Today, in person, he looks a lot better to me, just his eyes and his mentality, than he did yesterday. Yeah, I was flabbergasted yesterday watching the stream. I'm like, to me, it looked like he had already been playing 40 hours.
Look how bad these balls broke. And usually when he breaks that far out, where 2 or 3 balls line up right there, nothing moved. But
Yeah,
that
you like
breaking
him breaking
off the rail, because his
like
end
well
ball
off the
never
rail.
jumps out.
when he says off the rail, he means away from the
Yeah,
rail.
yeah,
not
yeah.
shooting off the
Like
rail.
maybe a whole damn near a diamond off the rail. You know what I mean? Probably about what, 4 or 5 inches.
Yeah, you know.
Because the reason is the end ball never pops out in front of the other guy's pocket.
I mean, that's where I break from, and the only reason is because of talking to you, I think, last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And I can't stand hitting that end ball. You know, there's a lot in this rack that nobody knows about. I mess around with that. There's a lot of spaces in there that I can't figure out, and I don't have the time. But I talk to some good one-pocket players that say certain things, and then I go and test it. And I haven't found anything consistent.
Really?
You know, reasons why they break good or why they break bad.
Some tables break just weird. This actually.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Some tables, a ball just it just comes out no matter what you do, and it's
Yeah.
weird how that happens.
And I did try to analyze it, but there was too much going on in there with 15 balls, and it's not like 9 ball, 10 balls, much easier to figure out. What do you think about the rules that they're playing now? A lot of times, I don't know what they're playing here, but if you make a ball in the break,
I like it. These re-rack.
we rack it.
Oh yeah, I
Now-
love that rule. That's the
now
best
I-
rule ever.
Right. And 2-3 years ago, I told Steve Booth they weren't playing that way. I said, that's the dumbest thing. I'm like, but I don't think they should re-rack. I think if you break and you make a ball, just play the table from there. Your opponent shoots.
I like just re-racking.
Why? Think about it. You know, you made a ball, you broke. Now it's the other guy's shot.
That could work also, I guess. I don't know. I guess that could work.
Why re-rack? I mean, I like the re-rack option much better than letting the guy shoot.
Yeah.
I could not stand that rule. I'm like, you got the greatest game. You know, I think one pocket is the greatest out of all the pool games. And when a guy luckily makes a ball on a break and then runs for a 5. And
You got to hear this story, and this is honest to God's truth. I got 50 people that was there watching. In that tournament that Ed Kelly won and Red come in second, I was playing for 4th. And I'm playing coin red, playing red, and we're racing to 5, single elimination. And this is honest to God's truth. Racing to 5, 4 games in a row, he made the end ball straight in.
Oh my God! No wonder why you hit the rule. That's
And you know what went hill? And I lost the match.
No wonder why you.
I
hit
was
the
playing
rule.
perfect. And that's the honest to God's truth. 4 games in a row, he made the end ball straight in. And I found out later he was tilting the rack like a shade that makes the ball go straight in.
Yeah, there's another factor there, the tilting.
Yeah, because you just play rack your own, see. And I still went hill with the guy. I was playing so good. That was the best tournament ever. Had 128 players.
At one of the tournaments this year, not only were they re-racking if you made a ball on the break, they were re-racking if you scratched on your break. Now, how do you feel about
I
that?
don't like that. If you scratch on a break, just tough luck.
I kind of.
I'll tell you a rule
agree
that I
with
hated. The number one rule that they try to change, and hopefully it never ever comes back, is when they had the game when like all the balls or something got behind the string, they
Right.
were spotting balls.
you. Right.
Remember that? That was the worst.
I think Grady was Grady doing that.
No.
Like, Grady wasn't doing that.
No. I changed the whole game around. Because people were complaining how they slowed the game down and everything else. Well, it's too bad. Look at this. Now, see, there's no way in a zillion years you're supposed to miss that bank. Is it? Like that? I mean, what is he doing? He even slapped his cue on the table.
Now, from what I've seen, I was kind of close to the table. The table, we're in Vegas. It looks nice and dry. I seen two balls stick together, though, when Tony was shooting.
Yeah, you were saying that. Yeah,
Two
that's
balls
weird.
stuck together, but the table appears very dry. It's not playing short or anything. I didn't see anything funny for the few games that I watched.
Yeah. You know what? It's really funny. Bustamante, every ball he's banked that he's missed, every one he's come up short. Every one. Long rail banks, short rail banks, everything. He's keep coming up short.
Like that?
Well, that's a tough shot to judge anyway.
That's pretty short right there.
Yeah, but it's kind of a tough shot to judge at that angle, Tony made one like that a while ago, switched it, hit it perfect.
He won the last game with that one.
Mm-hmm,
right? Off the
Yeah,
spot.
yeah, off the spot he shot it, the 6.
To me, that shot's one of the most common.
He should bank this ball
shots.
2 rails and draw the cue ball to watch. There you go. Just like that, boys. But he hit it bad. See, here's a secret that people don't realize. Now, to bank this ball, you can bank this ball with low right and push it. The cue ball hits there and stops right there, and this ball spins toward the hole. But you got to use low right.
Mm-hmm.
I can show you these.
I got you.
Because it goes wide. Watch. See, not like that. Not like that. That's
No,
not.
that was pretty good. I would take it easy. That was pretty good.
No, he's supposed to use low right. It stops right there. I'm telling you.
You just need a little bit more right.
Top right was wrong.
Oh, no, I thought he did bottom right.
Yeah, whatever.
No, you were right. He screwed it
Not
up.
trying to critique these guys too much because they're
That's your
boosting
job.
money.
Listen,
But I'm getting paid for this, so I can say what the hell I want.
right. Well, I was actually, you came up. I was talking to Tony about that too because I told him I might do some commentary with you. I said, listen, Robert doesn't have any favoritisms. He doesn't have any censor buttons. He calls it like he sees it.
You just told Tony this?
Yeah, I said he doesn't want to offend anybody. He doesn't want to make anybody look bad. He just calls it like he sees
Oh,
it.
did he say something?
And I told him I was going to do commentary.
Oh, okay.
So he definitely doesn't want to offend pool players. He is a pool player, But you're pretty quick. I mean, whatever you think, comes out of your mouth pretty quick. I'm pretty slow. Like I like to sit back and think about what I'm going to say. You just spit it right out there, And that's why I think you do a great job at this.
What's he going to do here? This is going to be one of them games, it looks like. Oh, boy. They're going to start sending them down the table.
It is a little bit tougher on you over here looking at the monitor because I'm sure there's more shots out there than you can see.
Here's the funny part about this game. Let me tell you how strange this game is. And this goes for everything in life, not only pool games.
Everything in life,
This
folks.
goes for
Okay, pay
everything in
attention.
life. And I'll tell you that here's the difference between real millionaires and suckers like me that ain't got a quarter. Because here's what happens. And here's why Efren's different. Let me give you an example real quick.
Get to the point.
Okay, me and 4 other guys in Memphis were sitting around the pool room, and Memphis has got some great one-pocket players. They all know the game like real good. The local guys, right? They know the game. So Efren was playing Cliff Joyner, and Cliff Joyner breaks the balls perfect, leaves Efren like jammed behind the break. So Bill Rousey shut the video off. He says, "Okay, just stopped it, paused it." He said, "What do you think Efren's going to do here to get out of this break?"
To everybody there.
Me and 4 other guys, they all play good, all agreed on the same shot. He went ahead and started the tape back up. Efren did something that was completely different, turned the break around, and looked like he broke the balls. So what I'm getting at is, which is true, is shot after shot here, everybody thinks inside the box. They shoot the same shots, the
Correct.
same banks, the same
Correct.
this. And that's what rich, smart people, they can think out of the box. And I
Correct.
don't think out of the box.
Out of the box and follow it through in detail 3 or 4 steps ahead.
Yeah. But like Efren thinks out of the box. He sees stuff that I don't see or nobody else sees because we're used to doing the same thing over and over and over. You know what I'm saying?
Totally agree with you.
And that goes for everything. I mean, that goes for everything. You know, you have to think out of the box. Just because you're programmed to think one way about something you do in life or a certain shot you shoot, you got to be able to.
Well, listen, I'm pretty far out of the box when it
But
comes
you know what I'm saying?
I'm
It
pretty
really-
far out of the
it's the
box.
truth, though. It's the
I think
truth.
of stuff. My wife thinks I'm crazy. And a
Nice
lot of
shot.
The pool world thinks I'm crazy too.
But that's what Efren does. He comes up with stuff that, like, where'd that come from? You know?
Yeah. Oh,
Because I've seen him do it. Like, where did that come from?
he definitely looks at the table with an open mind.
He sees things that nobody else
He's
sees.
an artist, right? Very creative, and he just lets the shot come to him. But you're 100% right there.
It's
We
weird.
all look at the game like this is the right shot, and this is what you're gonna do. And he adds a new dimension to it.
And most of the time, you know, you're shooting the right shot that everybody's been shooting for 1,000 years. But there's a lot of situations that come up that you need to do something other than the
Yeah,
normal shot.
At least, you know, a good 10 to 20% of the time, he's coming up with that
Yeah.
shot of greatness that we might be overlooking.
Hmm.
I was just talking to Tony Torres over there and asking about Efren, and he explained to me that Bustamante does the first 6 months of the year for San Miguel beer, you know, the obligations, whatever they do, and Efren does the last 6 months.
What do they do? Like exhibitions or whatever?
Exhibitions, video, any kind of promotion,
Hmm.
and those guys swap. And Efren was not supposed to go back until August, you know, but for some reason they needed him a little bit early. But Tony said even losing with the Scott Frost match, that Efren was having a blast on this trip, playing a lot of one pocket.
Oh, yeah,
hanging out
cool.
with the guys. He actually says he has to figure out a way to stay here longer next year, which is really good. And I'm very happy that One Pocket on its own, I mean, we all do our little bits and pieces here, but the game of One Pocket on its own has made such a strong comeback.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing. In the last 7, 8 years, all the young people playing one pocket. It really is.
Beautiful.
It's amazing.
You know, and there's not anybody out there with the pom-pom saying play One Pocket. It's the game.
Yeah.
Is
A lot of good,
all
lot
on
of
its
guys
own.
in their late 20s, middle 20s, young guys playing, and they're playing pretty good. Look at this. Missed it. He made it go. Nice
yeah,
shot.
you know, he was just forced into shooting.
Yeah.
There. He just
And he didn't get no reward.
Well, he might be a little frustrated. There's no reward, but he's got a real. He was in a bad spot. He was in a
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
spot. That was what he had to do to survive. So what do you do when you run into all these people that say one pocket is boring or too slow or I want to shoot? What do you say to those people? I'll tell you what I say, and you give you a minute to think, which is a long time for you. Usually you would already give me an answer.
I'll have to say something quick. What do you tell them?
I just tell them you don't understand the game, and I understand that you don't understand, and I end the conversation. And I feel like that gets them thinking more than me trying to just convince them. I'm like, it's okay. I'm like, but if you ever learn to understand the game, you might change your mind. And instead of trying to tell them they're flat out wrong, you know, and I feel like it makes a little bit better impact and opens their mind up to give it a try.
I'll tell you what's so great about one pocket. When I was traveling all those years gambling, you know, I was playing mostly bar tables, but I mixed a lot of one pocket in with it. Is playing bar tables, no matter how good you play, no matter how good you play on the bar table, you still need like 25 or 30 barrels.
Right.
Because you got to run 7-8 racks on you. You know you need barrels. Playing one pocket, if you're breaking the balls good, and you're getting out, seeing how to get out of the break good, you'll need like 3 or 4 barrels. You know,
Right.
You know, like if I'm playing every day, playing my best, it's going to take a hell of a player to beat me 4 in a row. With me breaking, if I'm breaking good, you know.
And you're going to know if you can win or you can't win.
And
pretty much.
You know, you're always alive.
You'll figure it out in 3 or 4 games, or 7 or 8 games. Yeah, I hated you bar table players. I couldn't stand it.
I loved it.
Because I'd be playing these guys, and I just know I can beat them on a 9-foot table, and I'd beg them, let's go play on a 9-foot. And it took so long to beat a guy, and I guess it's my own weakness. I just didn't have the patience to stay there. Like, please, let's go. You would have robbed me.
Good shot. Looks like he's rolling out a little bit.
Yeah, Craig was telling me sometimes the balls roll up. Not the same roll every time. He just said sometimes the ball gets caught near the rail and
Craig?
Craig over there.
I don't know, Craig.
And sometimes it get caught in the gutter and wiggle all the way down. But I didn't see any balls roll funny. I really like the setup they have here. It's just the right amount of spectators.
I don't like this. He's trying to force a cue ball into the side rail down to the end rail. Watch. You know, I'm telling you something. I'm telling you.
Somebody said me the 13 doesn't go, but looks on the monitor.
No, it's got to go. Don't.
Somebody said he got away with it.
No, he got away with it. Yeah, he got away with it. If he don't like his money, he got away with it. Oui.
This is the first shot that I teach almost every person.
That shot right there?
Right here. 3 rails with inside. I don't care what level a player comes to me, even if they're a beginner, when they leave my house, they'll at least know how to do that shot right away.
Mm-hmm.
Because I try to get them interested in moving the cue ball right away. Everybody's hung up on standing the right way or getting a magic aim. I try to get them focused on the cue ball right away, no matter what level they're at.
Look at this, look at this, look at this. He done froze himself on the ball.
Now, here's a good question I can ask you, because there's a lot. I think there's a lot of gray area in one pocket. Not this particular shot, but when you got the ball, cue ball in the stack area, and everybody's jacking up, and we don't really have a written rule for what can you do as far as push shots and double hits? And, I mean, when you play, well, what do you do?
We got lucky. It's the same thing as 9-ball.
No,
yeah.
it's not.
It's the same foul. What's the difference?
I see guys jacking up all the time in the stack, and I know it's a double hit, but they show restraint. Oh, like Derby City roll. As long as you jack up 45 degrees, which is old school. You know, if you jack up 45 degrees and you stroke it, because if the cue ball goes even 1 inch forward, you know it's a double hit. But we don't call the foul here when they jack up.
If the cue ball goes forward, if it's closer than a width of a piece of chalk and not frozen, if it goes forward, it's a foul no matter what, ain't it? I think so. Even in this, I'm pretty sure.
You never see it called in one pocket.
Really?
Called like crazy in 9-ball.
I always thought it was called as a foul,
So
but
if you're half an inch away from an object ball and then you jack up and stop your cue ball, but say your cue ball goes half a ball forward,
it's a foul.
You call foul.
Oh yeah.
I never see it happen.
Really? I haven't even seen him shoot that shot really too much, where the ball went
No,
forward.
I haven't seen it here. All right, speak up here. What's the shot here? This is what you're supposed to help me.
He's just gonna try to draw back under the 1. Just like that. What's the score? Bustamante needs 2, 6-3. Tony needs a lot of ball.
Yeah, thankfully we have Geraldine over there because you and I never keep.
Look at this. Look at
updating
this
that
shot.
score.
Is this ball going? Oh.
Nice shot, buddy.
Now, you know what I would do here? I would bank the 1, 3. Is he going to shoot the 3? Yep. Yeah, he only needs 2. If it makes the ball, he wins.
He should shoot it, right?
Oh, yeah. He missed it a mile. Every ball he's missed, he's undercut. Every one. Every bank he's missed, he's undercut. Every one. He hasn't.
Well, I can tell you the table's not playing short.
No.
The table's not playing
No,
short.
table's playing good.
I mean, that ball might have stuck a little bit.
Well, this could be nice. No, no good. No good.
Yeah, he did. What's the shot, boss?
He should just bank the 3 up toward the 8. Just leave it toward the 8.
I didn't even know you could see the 3. I don't think you can see the 3.
That wasn't worth a quarter.
I don't think you could see the 3.
He couldn't see the
I
3. It
don't
looked
think
like he could. Can't tell from here. You know what
No,
I mean?
it
It's
is
just
tough.
real.
It is tough.
I'm telling you, it's not easy doing this on the monitor. He's gonna lag this one in. There you go, nice and slow. This one's going. This one's going.
Missed one low.
You
Can't say everyone, Noel.
He's in a world of trouble here. He's just right. Stick a fork in him from here. Stick a fork in him from here.
Hey, here's Edgy. Is there a match coming up with Edgy?
Who is this guy?
Edgy Geronimo?
He plays good.
Yeah.
Give up, Tony.
Does he play as good as the other Filipino?
No, he's about a ball under. I'm kind of a little bit friends with him. He did play in the American rotation. I got to hang out with him at the U.S. Open. He's a really nice kid. I'm not sure on his top speed. But the line is, second tier Filipino, can we say? Is that right? Second
What?
tier? Second tier pool player?
He looks a little bit like Alex. Are you sure he's not Alex? That's Pagalion. That's not.
Oh my God, it is.
I'm about to say, what the?
What? I knew. I
Oh
was just-
my goodness!
I just seen the back of him. I thought it was Edgy.
I thought that's Alex. I know that's Alex.
Don't tell him I didn't recognize him. Just give him a hug this morning.
Edgy's here.
No, it's
No,
Alex.
it
It
was
was Alex.
I thought it was Edgy.
Edgy's here too.
Yeah, I had seen him earlier. I was just talking to him, and I was talking to Tony about him, and Tony said there's going to be a match with him.
He's a little monster, that Alex is. I'll tell you that right now, buddy.
Well, he's the best, right? He's the best all-around pool player we have.
I think so. Yeah, he's my favorite player. All around, there's no doubt about it.
Right.
He's a monster. He's just a monster. I don't know.
I'm not sure how old he was, but I got to know him when he first came to the States from Canada with the, oh boy, what was the back of his name? He owned some pool rooms. He was a nice guy. Well, I don't know. It was like, good God. How old is Alex? It might have been, I'm thinking like it was more than 20 years ago. It was like 25
Alex was
years
probably 33, 34, 35 somewhere.
ago. Right now?
Yeah, he's probably 35. I don't know.
Yeah, he might have been 16 or 17 when he started coming down
Yeah, he's one of my favorite players. I like to. I really enjoy watching him.
there. And he has the personality to match it, to back it up.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. We had a tournament in New England one time.
Huh?
We had 3 tournaments in 1 week in New
Mhm.
England at this one pool hall. And I'm going to say straight pool, 8 ball, and 9 ball. Alex won all 3 tournaments and the Q raffle. He won everything.
Whose pocket's this right here? This has got to be Chohan's pocket, right? Well, he's in the world of trouble here. I guess he's just gonna try to float into here.
Yeah.
He's don't have, I mean,
Bobby's pointing to the monitor, folks. And
he's
saying
got to just
bank
come off the 5 and
float behind the 2.
float behind the deuce, and he's got to worry about banking one of these balls. I mean, he's in a world of trouble here. He's in a world of trouble here. I don't know. And the problem is he can't bank the 5 into these balls because this combination goes because of this ball hanging. You know,
I got you.
he's got to go behind the deuce. He's got to go behind the deuce. I didn't see. I didn't
no,
see
we
the
couldn't
dead
see
one.
that. We couldn't see that. Dead.
Couldn't see it from here.
Wow.
It was a hell of a shot there. But you know, once again, if you're at the table, you could see it. You know what I mean? If you were at the table, you could see it.
Oh, absolutely.
Nothing goes from here. No, he can't shoot this ball.
Desperately searching.
He can't shoot this ball. If he had an angle to shoot that and sneak in behind there, but he's the cue ball's in the wrong spot.
Once again, Bobby's he's pointing to the monitor. He's saying,
Can't people see that in my finger?
Shoot, they can see your finger. We got it, Daniel. We need one more camera on Bobby's finger.
Yeah,
A new telestrator we have just invented.
he's in the mess here. Well, you gonna be for the whole time at the Rio?
Yeah, I'm working. I'm always working on the American rotation, trying to. I need like 20 more people around the country to get some groups together. And, we'll be in a good spot.
He can't hit the 7. Oh, he's shooting the 8, the 9-8.
and drawing into that, like you were talking about.
Yeah,
off
go
the five.
behind.
See, that's where Bobby was
Yeah,
pointing his
right.
finger,
Boom!
folks.
Look at this.
He was talking about coming off the 5 and drawing on the.
Yeah, he hit the. I didn't know that. I didn't know the 9-8 would go.
Konti lang ang putak.
He just got to. If he can hit the rail, he's just got to hit the long rail and just nestle up on the 10. That's all he can do.
And this is exactly what Tony was talking to me about. You know, he knows how dangerous Bustamante is when all the balls are in play or below the side, and he knows if his best chances are always getting through that first half of the game.
He can't do what I said either. Look at the ball too close to the ball.
Cue ball's too close to that stripe.
Yeah.
Down.
A lot of times when you get into a real bad jam playing one pocket, people want to try to move all the balls all at once. But you can just one at a time play a safe and play another safe. And the first thing you know, you're out of the trap after like 4 little teeny safeties right in a row.
Not only are you out of the trap, but
You don't
have-
remember. Do you remember Joe Veazey?
No.
He was a great player from Philadelphia. Moved so good. I used to play him for 20 a game years ago. And I outshot him, outbanked him. I never could beat him because he moved so good. I'd trap him, and he'd just little by little get out of the trap. You know, it was amazing.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to say. If they weasel their way out one at a time, I mean,
Yeah,
not
the
only
first-
are they out of the trap, but the momentum and the mindset of the match
the first
is
you know,
huge.
like, how do you get out of this mess I had him in? I had 4 balls in front of my hole. Now I'm behind all the.
Yeah, so they can weigh on you. That's for sure.
He just got to go the rail like that and nestle up on that ball. Nothing else. Nothing else you can do. I got that from Ed Kelly. He was doing it a while ago.
Get you in finger stroke.
Did he leave? Ed, did he leave? Yeah,
You know
mighty.
what? Yeah, you were supposed to introduce me.
Well, he was. Y'all were both out of here.
I never met Ed Kelly, and I just wanted to shake his hand.
He'll probably be here tomorrow.
I won't be. I'm not supposed to be here right now.
He just got to hit that long rail, just like that, just like I'm showing you. Nice and easy, just like that.
Well, that's easy.
Oh, look at that. Well, that ball hit the rail and jumped. You see how
Oh, I didn't see
jumped
it
off
jump.
the rail? Really hit it. Really come off short when it hit the rail. Looked like he was going to float right down behind it, and he. Now he's out of the trap. Just kick behind the rail. Boom. Low right. Squat the cue ball. Boom. He's out of the trap.
That's it.
This is not hard. This is easy.
But you know he's looking for something offensive.
He better do what I said. Don't worry about no offense
I
here.
totally agree with you, but you've seen his last.
All the balls are hanging.
You see his last 2 or 3 innings.
Yeah, this is so easy here. This is a joke. Just got to stop the ball. No, nothing. No, that's no good. That's no good. Thin the 6. He's going to be over here in front of that pocket. He's dead in the water. He should thin the 6 and put the cue ball right in front of that pocket. And it's Katie bar the door then.
He's not doing it, but I like your call.
He's just got to get the cue ball over there. But that's the wrong. That was no good.
Now he can come off the 6 if he had to. If he would have shot your shot, that would have opened up the 6 a little bit too for him.
He should have. He might can. I can't see if he can hit the ball. If Bustamante would have shot my shot, he would have knocked some balls. That ball would have hit the rail and knocked them balls. He might have kissed one of these balls in front of his hole. That's all right. He only lost one, but this ball banks. Doesn't this ball bank back into the 13, Joe? Yeah.
I'm looking at, well, he's got to get the cue ball. It's got to go be.
He's go right between
the two and
the, go
the
right
eight.
between the 4 and 5. He just as great as Bustamante player is.
Yeah.
He doesn't know a lot about the one pocket.
No, he doesn't.
You know?
He doesn't have. I'm gonna say he doesn't have 25%. I think of the experience that Tony does.
No, not even close. What's keeping him alive is
He's a great player.
He shoots so
Yeah,
good, and
yeah,
and he tries hard to win.
And it drives you nuts to see it, right? Such a great player.
Yeah, he. How many balls does Boosty have? 2. There's 4, 7, 9. Four, 7, 9.
We're just missing one. No big deal. We'll find out in a second.
Daniel, is this what the screen looks like that people are watching at home?
Yes.
This actual screen right here.
Yes.
So they're seeing what I'm seeing right here.
Except they're not seeing your finger.
Except they don't see the finger on the rail. It's really a shame. Just roll it in, roll it in. Mr. DeMille. These pockets have them sharked, I'm telling you. These little stupid teeny pockets like this.
I didn't notice.
Look at them. Look, you can see from here. Look at them. Look how they're. Are they that big? They look smaller. Every bank is
Short,
short.
not everyone. Not every.
9 out of 10 is short.
All right, no, we're down
9
to
out of
9
10.
out of 10.
It really is. It really is.
Well, that last one that Tony missed, I think, he was intentionally hitting it thin. And if the balls are sticking, played to overcut it on purpose. But he still did miss it pretty bad.
That was a good shot.
All right, quick. What's the shot? Nope, Tony's quick. This is where I don't have a good feel for what Francisco's thinking. Like, I know how Tony's thinking, how to control this stuff. I'm not sure on how Francisco, his kind of plan to win this type of game.
I don't think he has one. Really.
Well, you may be right, because I can't predict.
And I'm telling you one thing for a fact. My 2 favorite players of how they hit the cue ball as far as perfect, pure, is Francisco and Alex.
Mm-hmm.
I think they hit the cue ball just perfect. You know what I mean? But Francisco doesn't play a lot of one pocket.
Right.
So he just doesn't know a lot of shots. And there are certain ways to shoot certain banks that he's shooting.
You know one thing? I think we were talking about this earlier. We were talking about learning how to win, right? Francisco's played a lot of tournament one-pocket matches or whatever.
Uh-oh.
I don't think he's ever had to really fight for his life playing one-pocket.
Well, that's probably true, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And Tony's probably been in hundreds of battles where it really mattered.
You got to shoot this ball.
Right.
You got to hurry up and shoot something before they all get gathered up in that hole down there. And when you have no shot at it.
You can play shape for the other stripe too. Nice and smooth with this. Yeah.
Oh, we hit it good. Good shot.
Alright, so he's probably just going to try to open him up and again get the cue ball down on the end rail and hope Tony gives him a little air.
Oi.
Oi, he said, oi. Oi. It's a little bit of bad luck, so don't be so hard on him with that look on your face. Right? He didn't hit that, like, he didn't smash into him recklessly.
No, but that was just careless. It was careless.
You think so?
You know, it wasn't no bad luck. He's careless. He should have made sure he didn't. But it is pretty freaky, the ball.
Came
got
all
loose
the way
like
down
that.
there.
Yeah.
I mean, the ball banked all the way down there with that soft, smooth stroke.
Look at this. Look at this.
Well, that's one of the worst banks we're ever going to see.
That's the
Tony
worst
hit.
shot I've ever seen.
Well,
No, it ain't.
that's the one he doesn't hit him like that too often.
You know, but when you go to missing balls like he just missed like Tony, it's not like they've been playing for 15, 20 hours and they're tired. They've only been playing for like, what, 5 hours? It's already 9 o'clock.
Well, I know you have a pretty high standard. I'm a little bit more forgiving. Tony makes so many great shots.
Oh, he does. Yeah.
But you know what? Since I've been here, Tony's been playing very, very passive. You know, very, very, so maybe what he was talking about earlier is like, I don't want to play too passive because I want to stay in stroke. I want to shoot, you know? So maybe, because that bank was bad. But it's almost like, well, think about it. Every time Tony plays, who's the guy that's on offense when they're playing Tony? Tony is. He constantly is a constant barrage. Shoot, 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 shoot. Over here, you know, can't be that offensive because he knows how
He's
dangerous.
close here, missing. He's going to become close to hitting it, missing a 3. Boom.
You ever notice how Boosty cues up every shot, like bottom left?
Yeah.
No matter what he's going to put on the ball, it looks like it's bottom left. Yeah, there's a few players that I've
Now,
seen.
see, you can make this ball cross corner. This is not that hard of a shot.
I believe you. This
You
is
know,
like that.
spin the ball. I mean, you can. That ball can be 2 inches further up and still spin it in.
Yeah,
You can
tell me-
really spin the ball like
That's the
that.
same type as you were telling me about in the last rack.
Yeah.
The 2-ball, but it was a long rail bank.
But you can really spin that ball to where it just, you know.
Now, this is where you should be helping me. This is actually my worst pot of one pocket when there's 6 or 7 balls. A lot of times when the score is even. If you get the score of 5-4 or something, you know, and you got 6 balls on the table, I really don't know how to manage the game. I can play one shot at a time like everybody else, but I believe there's more to it, and there's a way to manage the game. Educate me here. That's why I'm.
He made it.
have a certain mindset? You know, if the score is 5-4 and you get 6 balls on the table, do you have a certain mindset, a way you like to maneuver the balls, or is it just one shot at a time, try to take the one right shot?
It's just, yeah, it's kind of just one shot at a time. It's just, you know, the balls, 2 of the balls can be, you know, in a position where you can do different things. You know what I mean? It's just kind of weird. It's just every
Depends on who you're playing to.
yeah, and it.
Well, I think maybe you should take a little bit of your own advice when it scores 5-4 with 6 balls on the table. Maybe you should start thinking outside the box. Okay?
I'll try that next time.
There's got to be a proper way to think other than shot to shot.
I'll try that next time.
I should go home and work on that too. Start being a little more creative.
See where the cue ball is right there?
Yep.
Put a ball on that middle diamond right there, like off the rail this much.
Half an inch off the rail.
Yeah. Cue ball's there. Put a ball in the middle diamond, and let's say you left that safety, and this is your opponent's hole. That is the easiest 2 where you just cut the ball real thin.
Yeah.
With the top left, doing, boom.
Yeah.
But most people don't see it.
Well,
They won't shoot it, and it's not that hard of a shot.
I got to do a lot of traveling the last couple of years, and I picked the brains on a couple of one-pocket players, and they say those 2 rail shots that you're describing are the ones that make a huge difference. For people that don't play it and people that do, that's a deciding factor.
Look what he just did. Oh, Lord. You see what he just did?
Kind of.
He left him a shot on the 9, and he's about to shoot on the 3. I mean, what is he doing? Just roll this ball toward the hole. Just roll it toward the hole. Nice shot. Total sellout. I mean, I don't know what he was doing.